Wake up. There is a biological clock ticking inside you, and most men have forgotten how to read the hands. On the seventh day, everything changes. The air grows heavy, the fog lifts, and for the first time in years, you see the world as it truly is. You live in a fog, a low frequency hum of mediocrity that has become your baseline. You've been conditioned to believe that your most potent energy is something to be spent, discarded, and forgotten like yesterday's news. But you are being lied to. There is a loop, a physiological cycle that links your mineral reserves to your very soul, the zinc testosterone loop. It is the secret of the elite, the fuel of the legends, and the engine of your own untapped masculinity. Today we enter the loop. It begins with zinc, not just a mineral on a periodic table, but a silent architect of your soul. It is the foundation upon which your hormonal empire is built. Without it, you are building on sand. With it, you are carving your destiny in stone. Inside your cells, zinc is the master key. It unlocks over 300 enzymes, each one a gear in the machinery of your life. It is the catalyst for the conversion of cholesterol into pure, unadulterated testosterone. It is the spark in the dark. Your pituitary gland is a commander in a bunker, constantly screaming for more production. It sends the signal through the blood. But if the zinc is gone, the signal is a ghost in the machine, a command with no soldiers to carry it out. Dead air. Every time you release, you aren't just losing fluid, you are losing your primary reserve of zinc. You are throwing away the gold of your ancestors. You are trading your future kingdom for a moment of fleeting, hollow relief. The cost is higher than you think. Frequent ejaculation is a systemic tax, a debt that your body cannot pay. It leaves you hollowed out, a shell of the man you were meant to be. The eyes lose their fire, the voice loses its depth, the spirit loses its edge. You become domesticated. But if you wait, if you hold the line against the modern siren song, the seventh day brings the storm, a massive documented surge in your testosterone levels, 145%, a tidal wave of masculine energy hitting your system. On that day, your brain chemistry shifts. You move with a predator's grace. Your eyes sharpen, cutting through the social noise. Your voice drops an octave, carrying the weight of command. This is not a placebo. This is the biological superpower. It's not magic, it's pheromones. High testosterone alters your very scent. It creates a primal magnetic field that others can feel before you ever open your mouth. They don't know why they're looking, but they are you. You have become a force of nature. In a world of frantic, anxious movement, you become a fixed point of gravity. You become the eye of the storm. People are drawn to your stillness, your certainty. You are no longer chasing the world is starting to tilt toward you. And then there is the luck. People call it chance, but it's really the sharpened intuition of a man whose dopamine receptors are finally healed. You see the patterns, you feel the shifts, you are finally awake enough to play the game and win. High testosterone makes you a risk taker, it makes you decisive. In the game of life, the man who doesn't hesitate, the man who has the hormonal backing to trust his gut, is the man who wins the pot. The world belongs to the bold and the retained. When you retain, you enter the flow state. Your focus becomes a laser, burning through distractions. Your creativity becomes a flood, washing away the doubt. You are finally playing the game at full speed, with the volume turned all the way up. The ancients knew this. The Taoists called it Jing, the essence. They knew that to waste it was to waste your very life force, your limited time on this earth. To retain it was to cultivate a power that bordered on the immortal. They weren't speaking in metaphors. In India, they spoke of ojas, a subtle energy that provides a mental glow and a physical power that cannot be faked. It is the refined product of a seed well kept, a fire that burns from the inside out, lighting your path through the darkness. Today, we live in a world designed to drain you, a world of infinite, low effort gratification. It is a trap for the masculine spirit, a digital cage meant to keep you passive, weak, and easy to control. The modern world wants your seed and your attention. Every click, every swipe, every moment of pixels and fantasy. is a withdrawal from your biological bank account. You are being domesticated. The fire is being systematically extinguished, one dopamine hit at a time. It's time to stop paying the tax. The path back to power is through discipline. It is the cold shower that shocks the system. It is the heavy lift that breaks the muscle and builds the man. It is the absolute refusal to be a slave to your own primitive biology. It is the path of the warrior. But discipline needs fuel. The zinc protocol isn't just about retention, it's about restoration. You must rebuild the reserves that years of neglect have drained. You must give your body the raw materials it needs to restart the engine of your masculinity. Not all minerals are equal. You need high bioavailability. You need to saturate your system with the building blocks of life so that the loop can begin to turn again. You are priming the pump for a surge that most men will never experience. When the zinc levels rise, the pituitary gland finally gets its answer. The factory doors swing open. The production line starts to move. Your body remembers what it was built for. The command center is back online and it's ready for war. The surge isn't just a number on a blood test. It's a feeling in your chest, a clarity in your mind that cuts through the noise, a deep-seated sense that the world is no longer a threat but a territory yours to command. You have found your center. The pheromone trail deepens. You don't have to chase, you attract. The magnetism is real because the biological reality is undeniable. You are radiating a frequency of health and power that the modern world has forgotten, but the primal world recognizes. In the social hierarchy, the man with the highest hormonal health naturally rises to the top. It's a silent language of presence and posture that everyone understands but no one speaks. You aren't competing anymore. You are simply existing on a different level. But beware the fall. One moment of weakness, 1 second of surrendering to the fog, can reset the loop. It takes weeks of discipline to build and seconds of indulgence to destroy. The price of this power is eternal vigilance. You must be your own gatekeeper. The secret is transmutation. Don't just hold the energy, channel it. Build something that lasts. Write something that matters. Fight for something bigger than yourself. Turn the fire of your retention into the steel of your accomplishments. Use the heat. When the energy has nowhere to go, it turns into anxiety. When it has a purpose, it turns into destiny. You are the master of the flame, not its victim. Direct the flow of your power toward the life you want to build. You are the architect now. There is a brotherhood of men who know this truth. We don't talk about it in the light of day. We just look at each other across a room and we know. We are the ones who refused the fog. We are the ones who kept the fire burning. We are still here. The world is shifting. A new era of masculinity is being born from the ashes of the old, domesticated world. It is an era of discipline, science, and spirit. It is an era for the men who have mastered the loop. It is an era for men like you. The clock is still ticking. Every second you spend in the fog of gratification is a second of your potential lost forever. The seventh day is coming. The question is, will you be ready to meet it or will you still be sleeping in the dark? Choose the path of the superpower. Choose the zinc-testosterone loop. Choose to be the man your ancestors would recognize across 1,000 years. Choose to stop being a ghost. Choose to be a king. Choose life. Choose power. Choose yourself. Join us in the shadows. Like this video to spread the truth. Share it with a brother who is still lost in the fog. And subscribe to this channel. We are building a new world here. One man at a time. Your place is waiting for you. And if you want to support this mission directly, hit the thanks button below. Your contribution ensures that this message reaches those who need it most. Stay sharp, stay strong, stay masculine. We will see you on the seventh day. It's time to rise, but the loop is fragile. Even with the right fuel, there are barriers. Phytates in your diet can bind to zinc, locking it away from your system. You must be precise. You must be intentional about how you nourish the machine. Knowledge is the first step to optimization. Zinc does not act alone. It needs its partners. Magnesium, the mineral of relaxation and recovery. Together, they form a powerful alliance that stabilizes your nervous system while your hormones are in a state of high velocity growth. Balance is the key to the superpower. The loop turns most aggressively in the dark. Sleep is the laboratory of the masculine spirit. It is where the pituitary signal is strongest and where the zinc you've conserved is finally put to work building the man you will become tomorrow.
Protect your rest like a treasure.
There will be days of silence, the flatline, a period where the energy feels gone and the fog returns. Do not be fooled. This is the body recalibrating. It is the calm before the true storm. The man who breaks through the flatline is the man who truly masters the loop. As the testosterone stabilizes, your senses sharpen. You hear the nuances in music. You smell the change in the weather. You feel the texture of life with a clarity that was previously hidden by the haze of release. You are becoming a high resolution version of yourself. As the testosterone stabilizes, your senses sharpen. You hear the nuances in music. You smell the change in the weather. You feel the texture of life with a clarity that was previously hidden by the haze of release. You are becoming a high resolution version of yourself. Listen to the resonance. Your voice is the herald of your hormonal health. As the zinc testosterone loop strengthens, your vocal cords thicken. Your words carry a weight and a frequency that commands attention without effort. You no longer need to shout to be heard. Think of the giants Tesla, Ali, Jobs. They weren't just lucky, they were disciplined. They understood, intuitively or explicitly, that their creative and physical power was tied to their essence. They practiced transmutation long before it was a trend. Follow the path of the greats. You are a work in progress, a rough stone being refined into a diamond. Every day of retention, every milligram of zinc, every moment of discipline is a stroke of the polisher's tool. You are becoming something rare, something valuable, something that the world cannot ignore. We have a duty to ourselves, to our ancestors, and to the brothers who are still lost in the fog. This knowledge is a torch. We carry it so that others may find their way. You are now a part of this lineage. The loop is your inheritance. Use it wisely. What is the ultimate goal? It's not just about attraction or luck, it's about total sovereignty. To be the master of your own body, your own mind, and your own destiny. To live a life of meaning and power. This is what the zinc testosterone loop offers you. Reach out and take it. The time for talk is over. The time for action is now. Like this video to seal your commitment. Share it to empower a brother and subscribe to join our ranks. We are the architects of the new masculinity. Your journey begins with the very next breath you take. Join us. If this message moved you, if you felt the truth in these shadows, please consider hitting the thanks button. Your support allows us to keep telling the stories that the world needs to hear. Stay sharp, stay strong, stay masculine. We'll see you at the peak. Rise,